And again, full stop. I'll do another variant of this since it's the yeah needed. All right. Well, practice makes perfect. So we'll take it from the top and I'll start recording now. Rickard Wikström, engelska B2. Det är ett muntligt framträdande. Fan production assignment. Richard Wikström, English B2 fan production assignment. And an oral presentation, which I will start performing and doing now. Here we go. A strong example of fan culture in modern times is the international following of Dana International. The fans are, of course, attracted to her music, but also to her cultural and sociological status. Dana International became a global symbol of LGBTQ plus visibility, individuality, and a strong performance since she won the Eurovision Song Contest with Diva in 1998. The fandom has many characteristics described by Scott Thorne and Gordon C. Brunner in the study, an exploratory investigation of the characteristics of consumer fanaticism. Thorne and Brunner states that fandom is a subculture built around like-minded fans who has the same emotional attachment and social interaction connected to celebrity, artwork, or trend. When it comes to Dana International's fans, her supporters see themselves as part of an international community since it's based on performance, music, and yes, activism. Fans gather online through social media groups, forums, and fan pages discussing fashion performances, of course, and also cultural media. One of the most important characteristics discussed is internal involvement, according to Vaughan and Bruner. This basically means that fans are emotionally connected to fandom and are very open about being fans. Then international fans express themselves through a message of self-expression and being accepted. For many LGBTQ plus fans, Dana is a representation of visibility and resilience in mainstream media. Music becomes more than entertainment, being part of personal identity and emotions. The articles also states desire for external involvement, where fans are part of activities that are fan related. This is clear among the international fans through attendance at concerts, online discussions, Eurovision events, fan-created content, and even tribute performances. Eurovision fandom is highly participatory, and Dana's followers contribute through videos, costumes, social media campaigns, and remixes. Another characteristic stated by Thorne and Brunner is the wish to acquire. Fans, all, fans often collect objects that are connected to fandom since these objects create emotional closeness. Then international fans collect vinyl releases, albums, posters, concert tickets, rare recordings, and such. The items are symbols of belonging with the community and help preserve emotional memories connected to their performances and, of course, music. Ford and Bruner also discuss the desire for social interaction. Fans seek relationships with others that have the same interest since fandom creates belonging and community. Dana International's fan culture demonstrates this with power when it comes to social dimension. Her supporters often interact with international Eurovision communities where fans unite through fandom or on an international scale. By interaction socially, the fandom interacts socially and then gains power since fans reinforce each other's emotional investment. Horn and Bruder argue that fandom has different levels of intensity, from casual fans to highly devoted fans. Then International's audience is both deeply committed followers with also casual Eurovision listeners. The deeply committed followers, of course, keep track of her appearances, career, and of course also public statements. Some fans organize collections, travel internationally to events, and have a long-term dedication to her cultural significance. In closing, Diana International's fandom supports Warren Bruner's theory of consumer fanaticism. Her fan community demonstrates social participation, emotional involvement in identity formation, and also collecting behavior. The case of Diana International also shows how modern fandom extends beyond entertainment into culture, representation, and identity. For a public image and music, fans develop admiration for an artist, but also sense of community and personal meaning connected to the fandom. Thank you. So that's my little presentation there, and well, that's basically it. But quoting from martial arts that probably represent international. They also state that she's far more than a successful pop singer. She's caused a revolution in pop culture, and she has emerged from the LGBT scene at the end of the 1980s to early 1990s, and then she sprang from scene, and her first song was Saida Sultan. And then she had a lot of success, and then she won Eurovision contest in 1998 with Diva. Yeah, so that's good. She has released 14 albums, three internationally albums, dozens of hit songs and video clips. She returned to Eurovision in 2019 with a couple of amazing special appearances since Israel hosted Eurovision in 10. So there is also this Springer Nature who discusses that diva interventions, that international and Israeli gender culture. Since Dana International is an Israeli transsexual pop diva who won the Eurovision Song Contest in 1998, she has made a profound impact on Israeli gender culture through performative, textual, and of course political interventions. And then they go into the impact of the substitution of glamorous image of transsexuality for older representations. There's a lot of sexual entertainment. I mean, so why has Eurovision's fallout over Israel perhaps changed the competition forever then, according to Daniel Rosny? Well, is Austria overtook Israel, and Israel was second to win last Eurovision Song Contest. And even Graham Norton said they were happy that they are not faced with Tel Aviv doing stuff this year because there was a lot of interest in the contest. And there was also the protesters wore the Palestinian flag and had fake blood all over them. The Israeli singer was targeted, Yuval Raphael, when two people tried to storm the stage and they threw paint, and that paint was hitting a Eurovision crew member since there is no genocide. And then people, they have never, people praying, they were chanting after final score. Then there's a stupid. Yeah, there's a war there, which was again started by Hamas. And now Hezbollah is involved, and there is probably no genocide. So they won the popular vote, but not the electoral vote, since pub, pub, the official jury vote said off. So they also finished they thought social media was the cause, but everyone uses social media. It's stupid. And there is a global smear campaign. They even wanted to start it, and there was no evidence because it was a robust result. It was close with Victory One. They have uh, been part of it since 1973. They won 4 times. Yeah, what about that? Ain't that the coolest thing? And now it's a boycott on the 70th anniversary since there are 35 countries participating, and Spain, Ireland, Netherlands, Iceland, and Slovenia have withdrawn since they're stupid because, yeah, they are boycotting a contest in protest that began in 2023 from Hamas. A lot of people, more than 70,000 people have been killed, according to Hamas. And then the militant group Hamas attacked Israel on 7th October 2023. They killed at least 1,200 people. They took 251 hostages. And then there is no genocide. And then they agree with their stupid governments. Yeah, they have criticized the state of Israel and blah, blah, blah. They wanted to push the European Union to suspend the trade relations with Israel, but every broadcaster has their own independent decision. And then a handful of broadcasters raised concern since, but none has had withdrawn from the 2024-25 contest. There is a boycott, and then the Minister of Culture and Sport, Israel, says the Eurovision Song Contest is a celebration of music, culture, and brotherhood between nations, not a platform for scoring political points. He described a potential boycott as shameful, as hypocritical, which it is. And then the politics has always been part of Eurovision. Well, the closely linked nations frequently give other points in the public vote. Yeah, mhm. They are united by music, competition, by members of the Eurovision Broadcasting Union. All right. And this is not between countries, but by broadcasters. And it has never been for politics. And they, even 1961, when Franco, the fascist Spain, entered, and also Tito's Yugoslavia. Yeah, it was non-aligned. And then there was conflicts. 1975, Greece boycotted since Turkey invaded Cyprus. 2012, Armenia refused to take part because there was a tension in Nagorno-Karabakh. Lebanon was supposed to be part in 2005, but it was nearly impossible to show Israel's performance, so it went away. They could have been part of it, but they weren't. And the only year Morocco entered was in 1980, since Israel didn't compete. Yeah, the only two parts is Israel didn't compete. Because they're stupid. There's a about are they available on preventing these geopolitics? Yeah, we shouldn't be in stage with Israel. It's like Israel started the war, which they did it. Russia attacked Ukraine, Hamas, Hezbollah, Israel. Louder for those in the back. And then, of course, they are those who are boycotting are using this political purposes, blah blah blah, and they are also questioning Ukraine's future too. They think that why not support Russia since they're stupid. And then she survived the Nova Music Festival, Yuval Raphael. She survived because Hamas gunmen had attacked this music festival. She was here hiding under a pile of bodies for hours. Okay, she had shrapnel from the attack still inside her leg. Yeah, The song was not directly political, but of course it was symbolic. The performance was symbolic. Yeah, it was not political. They are flying the flag for the Ukraine, and it goes on. And I'm tired. But let's just recap for a while. Do you think a transgender artist will run in Eurovision from the Arab world? No, not going to. And if Morocco or if an Arab world country enters like a female coded person, she will probably wear a hijab, which is a piece of clothing. By the way, the stupidity. When I'm done here, I'm always stuff to do, like uploading my literal audio file. This is not part of it.